My name's Josh Earl. Welcome to Spicks and Specks, the music quiz show that once tried to bang a boomerang, but the boomerang said no, and we respect that decision, yes. Would you please welcome your two team captains? She smells like teen spirit, it's Ella Hooper. And he smells like spirits, it's Adam Richard. Ella's first guest is a choreographer who worked with Britney Spears, Kylie Minogue, and appeared in Scooby-Doo the movie. And he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for our meddling researchers. Please welcome one half of Square Division, Ashley Evans. Yeah. Ella's next guest is a comedian and breakfast radio host, which makes sense because whenever she tells me what time she has to get up and go to work, I find it hilarious. Please welcome Michelle Laurie. Adam's first guest is a singer, actor, TV presenter and music theatre performer who once appeared in a cabaret show called Immaculate Confection, which I'm guessing results in someone giving birth to the King of the Jubes. I don't know. Please welcome Lucy Durack. Adam's final guest is a comedian who was once described by a newspaper as a redhead, a nerd, a Tasmanian and not good with girls. We were going to do a joke about him, but we just didn't have anything to work with. So please welcome Luke McGregor. Thank you all very much for coming on the show. Now, Ashley, I want to talk to you first because you're a choreographer from Melbourne. Now you're based in LA.
Yes, I am.
So what do you do in LA?
We are creative directors and choreographers, mainly. That's our thing. And we're just, you know, we just love music and we love fashion and we choreograph and direct music artists.
So who have you directed?
We've been with Kesha for about 3 or 4 years now. We've worked with Taylor Swift and most recently Britney.
Britney.
Yeah.
Oh divas, babe.
Britney.
All the divas.
Wow.
Britney, bitch. I get it. Is Britney ever... I mean, which Britney is she normally during the day? Is she normally like diva Britney or is she normally Ugg boot Britney?
She's definitely Ugg boot Britney.
Great.
She's just, she's just a normal chick doing a thing. Yeah.
Does she ever mix it up and become like Yellow Snake Britney with Ugg boot Britney, like half and half?
Oh, she really does. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
cool.
So she's got like big hair and glam makeup and her fist in a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, and driving with one of her kids on her lap.
Can I meet her?
Can he meet Kesha?
Yes.
Yeah.
She would love you. All you need to do is grow a beard.
Can you?
Can you do that? I can get one.
The great news is I can. So I can't wait.
OK, let's get into round one, everyone. And your choices tonight are World Beat, Pop Stars, Barbershop and Leading Ladies. Ella, you can choose first.
Pop stars?
I'm in.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
OK, we'll take pop stars.
Pop Stars for you. And Adam, your team?
Well, we've got a leading lady and Luke. So we'll take leading lady.
OK, we'll start with Leading Ladies. Everyone Hands on your buzzers. Let's play Spicks and Specks. Your first question for 1 point.
Don't touch my hand.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Because my beautiful wife gets really jealous.
Not married.
Who would be asking girls to not touch you? I'm not surprised.
If only I'd known.
OK, your first question for 1 point. In 2002, which Aussie brunette made her Broadway debut in the role of Velma Kelly? Yes, Adam's team.
Caroline O'Connor?
You are correct. Caroline O'Connor in Chicago. Well done.
I love her.
Next question. Have a listen to this song about Judy Garland. And for 2 points, name the song and the artist singing. Yes, Adam's team.
It's Peter Allen.
It is Peter Allen, yes, Judy Garland's son-in-law.
Yes, because he was one of the many gay men who married Liza. And it's Quiet Please, There's a Lady on Stage.
You are correct. 2 out of 2. Finally, for 3 points, have a look at this photo of the original Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady. Who is this? Who replaced her in the film version? And ironically, who won the Best Actress Oscar for a musical in that same year? Yes, Adam's team.
That's Julie Andrews.
Yes.
And she was replaced by...
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn.
Yep.
Who didn't even sing in the movie. They had some other woman do the voice.
Yes.
I'm slipping in the answers under the table.
And Julie Andrews won the Oscar that year for Mary Poppins.
You are 3 out of 3 correct. Well done.
Amazing. I
about Julie Andrews when she did Sound of Music
Yes.
the other day, that apparently when, in those days, like, the children's laws were really lax, and all of those children that were in the Sound of Music, in the scene where they're in the boat, they're in all the curtain clothes and they're in the boat and they all fall into the water, the littlest Gretel was actually, the actress playing Gretel was 5 and couldn't swim, and Julie Andrews' job was to apparently to go and find her, where's Gretel, put her up out of the water at the end of the take and like, make sure she didn't drown.
Great seeing, Gretel. Good work.
It was like Milo on Otis. There was
Yeah,
like
exactly.
18 Gretels. Now, Lucy, it's the 10-year anniversary of Wicked,
Yes.
which is... Was Wicked your first big break? Was it?
Yes, it was, definitely. And I played Glinda the Good Witch for like 3.5 years.
So
And
how many shows is that in 3.5
it's like
years?
1,500-ish shows of that.
Being hoisted up in your bubble.
Yeah, travelling by bubble. Yeah, so I'm going back to it. We have had a little break and it's starting back in Melbourne and then Sydney.
Because the roles that you play, they're very nice. I know Glinda doesn't come...
Glinda, she
Yeah.
starts out with, you know, questionable morals, but then she finds her way.
Would you like to play a bit of a grittier role?
No.
You know when they were casting Legally Blonde?
Yeah.
Like, you are essentially Elle Woods in real life.
I'm a little bit.
Was there any doubt that anyone else could play that role?
Oh, definitely. I'm sure there's lots of people who could play it better, but I think that I basically got it because my own life just reflects it. I did start a law degree. I do love little dogs. I do love pink. Like, I think they just went, oh, it would be weird if we didn't cast you because what are you going to just walk around the streets doing the show anyway? We might as well pay to do it.
OK, on to Pop. Your first question for 1 point. Nude, Rebel and Rogue are all fragrances by which pop star? Yes, Elle's team.
I think I've seen Nude. Is it J-Lo?
It's not J-Lo, it is Rihanna.
Yeah, she never has clothes on.
No.
All right, next question. Have a look at this list of pop hits for 2 points. Pick the 2 songs not written or co-written by Swedish producer Max Martin. Yes, Ella's team.
I didn't even say was. Raw was.
Raw
I think
was? Did
We Are
Katy
Never
Perry
Ever
write
Getting
Raw?
Back Together was not because T Swizzy writes her own material.
Yes.
So what are you saying?
We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and Since You've Been Gone.
I'm going to pass over to the other team because that is not correct.
I'm going to guess Party in the USA. And We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Party in the USA is correct, yes. It was written by Jessie J and some
Yes.
others. And the other one was Till the World Ends.
Till the World.
Yes.
Written by Kesha.
Exactly, yeah, your boss.
So sorry.
Finally, for 3 points, you must identify 3 pop songs from their famous video dance moves. And I'm going to dance them, so you need to put on some headphones. Because you can't hear the music that I'm dancing to. Only myself and the audience at home and the audience here can hear it. So put them on now.
Make sure you put on your headphones before assisting someone else.
OK, on your ears properly. You can't hear me?
What?
Exactly.
Are you talking to us?
Can't hear you.
All right, here we go.
Doing it yet?
Headphones off, everyone.
Wow.
OK.
First of all, I want to say that was amazing.
All right, thank you.
You can dance.
All right.
The first one was Wuthering Heights,
It
Kate
was
Bush.
Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush, yes. The second one,
Vogue.
Second one was Vogue, Madonna.
Vogue, Madonna, and
And then I have to take this one. The third one was Work Bitch.
there you go, by Britney Spears.
They didn't quite look like that when I made them up. But I'm OK. I could
you
see it.
please
I
give
could
us-
see something there.
I really
show
like
what
what
it
you
looks like.
injected with Vogue with Macarena.
Hey, I worked on that for 4 years. Now, I want to talk about choreographing moves for Britney Spears.
Yes.
In her Vegas show as well, which is huge. How big is that show?
It's massive. You know, for us it was like 22, 24 numbers that we had to choreograph.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And making sure that they're all unique and different was probably the biggest challenge for us.
And the show itself, there's like a water falling
There is
down.
water, she's flying off a tree, you know, like all the normal things you do in a show. Yeah.
Do you ever worry, this might sound really stupid, but do you ever worry you're going to run out of moves?
Every day.
Next time you think you've run out, just do Josh's one. Well, that looks like a hemorrhage.
Because, Lucy, I heard that you're not the greatest, not dancer, but no, but you have an issue with motion sickness.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
I
So you
do.
wouldn't be able to be flown around.
And I keep attracting more of that weird things. Like I move in a mechanical bubble. But luckily, I had stacks of anti-nausea medications. So I just popped an anti-nausea.
Never vomited on stage.
I haven't. I've made it off stage just in time a couple of times.
Have you fallen over?
Yes, I'm very clumsy. I've fallen over a lot. And I'm also quite weak, so you just have to do that. And I'm like...
Did you have to let...
At the end of the first round, the scores are Ella, Ashley and Michelle are on 3 points, but in the lead are Adam, Lucy and Luke on 7 points. Round 2 is called Look What They've Done to My Song Ma. Teams have to listen to the songs being played here live and buzz in when they know it. And tonight, your songs are being played live by the highly acclaimed Austrian duo Living Room. First song, when you're ready, guys. Yes, Ella's team.
Lady Marmalade.
You are correct. It is Lady Marmalade. Lady Marmalade by LaBelle. OK, next song. Thank you, gents.
Uh-oh. Is it a bong?
I gave you that for Christmas.
Wow.
Yes, Adam's team.
OK, get ready to high-five me. Is it Billie Jean, Michael Jackson?
You are correct. And the final song, thank you guys, when you're ready. Yes, Ella's team. Royals. You are correct, yes. That was Royals by Lord. Can everyone please thank Living Room? So after that round, the scores are Ella, Ashley and Michelle on 5 points, but in the lead are Adam, Lucy and Luke on 8 points. Teams are getting 3 versions of an unusual musical fact, and you must decide which version is true. Adam, Lucy and Luke, we're going to start with you guys. Here is your fact. When Karen from Bananarama let slip that she knew George Michael's alarm code, the band A sang the code over the fading choruses on the 12-inch of Ain't What You Do. B, let themselves into his house to discover George in his pyjamas with small trains on them. Or C, took photos of Funboy 3 in George's bathroom and posted them back to him.
Oh my God.
A, B or C?
If they sang the alarm code and then also started singing his address, that would be a real prank.
Are you kidding? That would save George so much time. I would love that.
You know, it used to be like it was Funboy 3 featuring Bananarama. So that could be true.
Any of them could be true.
Do we have any idea of the size of his bathroom?
I'm guessing it would accommodate 4 or 5.
I don't reckon it'll be very big because he's always down the toilets. Isn't he?
That's true.
Yeah, he doesn't like his own bathroom very much at all. George Michael in train pyjamas. I see George Michael as a going to bed in a jockstrap kind of guy.
Oh.
Not in pyjamas.
I got that in my head.
I'm going to guess that... I'm going to say it's the code over the chorus. What do you guys reckon?
Maybe I'll go with you because I'm scared of being wrong.
I think that would be cool if that's true.
Lock in A.
Yeah.
The correct answer was B. Yes. They let themselves into his house to discover George in his pyjamas with small trains on them. Yes.
He was mad. Thomas the Tank Engine.
OK, Ella, Ashley and Michelle, here is your fact. Janet Jackson is a proud member of A, Mensa, B, the Mile High Club, or C, Oprah's Book Club.
Wow.
All at once, I'd like to think.
Yeah.
All at once.
Well, she's had some filthy songs.
Exactly.
So,
We're all
like-
thinking Mile High Club.
I mean, any time,
Just say
any
it.
place.
I'm
I
not
don't care who's
thinking
around.
that. No, I just think that's showbiz sluttishness.
She showed her boob to the world in Super Bowl, remember?
Thank you for miming that.
No, trust me, the teenage boys at home are thanking you for doing that.
Mensa, obviously the Society for Superiorly Intelligent People.
For geniuses.
For geniuses, IQ of something ridiculous. I'm just not thinking that's the one, but I could be wrong.
No, it's not LaToya.
Fair call. You
It is.
Yeah.
I suspect Janet Jackson is genius.
Can she move stuff with her mind?
No, that's different.
spoon bender.
That's the X-Men.
She's a genius.
I don't know. I would say B, so we're divided.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Ella,
I
you're the
would be
captain.
wrong, though,
Okay,
again. Like,
Ella's
I
captain
have
here.
to make a decision here. Look, you could totally be right, Michelle, but let's go be the Mile High Club.
Mile High Club? You are correct. It was B. She admitted this on Tyra Banks' talk show and said it was on a commercial flight, not a private flight, in her seat, not in the toilets.
Oh!
Because in the toilets would be disgusting.
Stop talking about George Michael.
OK, at the end of that round, the scores are Ella, Ashley and Michelle are on 6 points, but Adam, Lucy and Luke are in the lead on 8 points. One member of each team has to draw songs without using words or numbers, and your teammates have to identify the songs. Michelle, you're going to be drawing for Ella and Ashley. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michelle Laurie. Here's your pen.
If I'd have known I was going to be standing up, I'd have worn better shoes. They're my mum's shoes. I can do anything in these shoes. I'm like a cat. Put a bell on me, mate. You don't know where I'm coming from. Thank you.
OK, you guys can see you have 45 seconds, and here is your first one. Your time starts now.
Oh, God. Right.
Triangle,
God, that's
ice cream,
terrible, isn't it,
Clown.
palm, straw man,
Dress.
skirt, sheep, shepherd, something.
Away in a manger.
Jesus, Mary, and sheep. Baby Jesus, sheep.
Mary is a lamb!
Yes,
I had to get it out.
Baby Jesus sheep.
Balloon, head.
That's my bubble.
Yeah. Hot air balloon.
Sure.
Air balloon.
There you go.
Yes. Pie, pizza pie. It's time. Hairy. Ring. Hair. What is that? pass?
Nah. Hey, just wait. Don't pass yet. You'll get it.
Ring.
Burning
Jump
ring.
through hoops. Hoops.
We'll go back to it.
God. It's so hard.
The crown, hair, man, shoulders.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah,
Arrow.
shoot that poison arrow through my heart. Cupid.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, you got Cupid. Well done. That was Mr. Tambourine Man. Tambourine.
Tambourine.
That was Air Balloon. You got that one. And the first one you got right was Mary Had a Little Lamb. So you got 3. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great job.
Mary was twisted.
Okay, Luke, you're going to be drawing for Lucy and Adam. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Luke McGregor. Okay, here is your first one, and your time starts now.
Oh boy.
Circle. It's a fly. It's a...
Grapes. A lion. Eyes.
It's a monster. Is it raw?
It is raw.
Friday.
Upside down?
Yes. Make sure you draw this one.
Oh my... I don't even... Why? Is it a snake? Is it a Britney Spears dance move? Is it Michael Jackson? Beat it. I touched myself. It's Brian from the Family Guy. It's a cute dog. Who let the dogs out?
Angry.
Werewolf.
Time is up. It was a good one. This was Running Bear by Johnny Preston. Running Bear. So you got 3 out of 4. Well done, Luke McGregor. So after this round, the scores are Ella, Ashley and Michelle on 9 points, but in the leader, Adam, Lucy and Luke on 11 points.
Still very close.
It's now time for the final countdown. Teams, hands on your buzzers. 1 point for a correct answer, 1 point off for an incorrect answer, and your questions start now. Which diva's debut album was titled The Divine Miss M? Yes, Ella's team.
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler is correct. On which Canadian teen drama did the rapper Drake begin his career? Yes, Ella's team.
I believe it was
What's that one?
Degrassi High.
What version of Degrassi?
Degrassi Next Gen.
Yes! Have a listen to this and tell me the song. Oh. Yes, Adam's team.
It's Jump.
It is Jump by Van Halen. Well done, 1 point. What is the nickname of McKeith, the jazz song villain who wields a jackknife? Yes.
Mac the knife.
It is Mac the Knife. Well done, Lucy. Is a violin bow usually made with the hair of a hound, a horse, or a human? Yes, Ella's team. It is a horse, of course.
Sorry, can you imagine what horses must feel like when they hear violin music? Make it stop!
Next question. In 1976, Rick Dees and his cast of idiots sang about what kind of disco bird? Yes, Adam.
It was the disco duck.
It was a duck, yes. Well done. Which pop singer released a 3D concert film called Never Say Never? Yes, Ella's team.
That's
Justin Bieber?
It is Justin Bieber, yes. And finally, what's the first word of the Choir Boys hit Run to Paradise?
Baby!
You are correct. The final scores are Adam, Lucy and Luke on 14 and Ella, Ashley and Michelle also on 14. We have a tie. Don't worry, guys. I have a tiebreaker question.
Oh.
It's a who am I, so buzz in when you know it. I was born to Irish immigrants in London in 1956. I was extremely shy as a child and hated going to school. When I was 7, I contracted spinal meningitis and spent a year in hospital. In my mid-teens, when my father criticised my long hair, I cut it off and dyed it green. In 1975, my ragged fashion sense was noticed by band manager Malcolm McLaren. Yes,
Oh, that's got to be Johnny Lydon.
you are correct. It is John Lydon, which makes our winners Ella, Ashley, and Michelle.
Well deserved.
Would you please thank all our guests for tonight? We had Ashley Evans, Michelle Laurie, Lucy Durack, and Luke McGregor. And, of course, our two team captains, Ella Hooper and Adam Richards. Now, earlier in the show, we heard Jump by Van Halen. So, to close the show tonight, please welcome back The Living Room, who are performing their take on that Van Halen classic. Thanks for watching Spicks and Specks. My name's Josh Earl. We'll see you next week.